Hello, Speed Gaming. Today we have Darkened5ky versus krithel in the winners bracket, doing the first game of their series. I am joined by secretly a Sliver or Sean. How are you doing?
I am still under the delusion that I can make eggs that are not scrambled. So that's how my morning's going. HMG.
And I am under the delusion that I can commentate a race at 9 a.m.
That's alright.
While trying to eat breakfast at the same time. So if I go silent for a few seconds at a time, you'll know why. And if you're wondering, it's oatmeal.
Yeah. Love oatmeal. Don't partake myself, but it's perfectly cromulent breakfast. Yeah, we have Sky versus krithel. We had the first half of the English contingent of HMG racing earlier, and now we have the other one. And we are getting started here. It's like it's double Link's house start.
You know, we have a map check with Desert Pendant. There's a certain strategy to checking your map in the early game, because you want to do it when you can take your hand off the controller for a few seconds and actually mark it. So that's why you see people checking in the middle of a dash or right before a screen where they have to just walk and hold diagonal somewhere. Ooh, a rare green pendant check. That's actually... So it's pod, and that's the reason you would do that green pendant check, is because pod is a Dark World dungeon that you can enter before you actually get access to your Dark World map. And it's good to know if that's a pendant or a crystal if you're going to make that decision.
Okay, so what's Sky up to here? I'm saved and quit out of Saha. Or did he? Did I miss something?
Well, I think krithel.
Oh, krithel. Right.
I didn't catch where Sky had gone. Maybe it was Hobo. They have different stuff. Like, Sky has 20 rubies.
And 2 chest turns on the counter, which is obviously the most important metric.
If krithel was stream sniping, he'd be shaking his head.
Mm-hmm.
Having done co-op races with him, he shakes his head when I do chest turns.
I see. So it looks like they're matching each other for the opening route. I've seen 2 pretty distinct opening routes. Some people like to rush Saha first. Some people like to go up the mountain first. I know you're a Saha person. What's the advantage of that?
It's 4 chests that you can get before climbing the mountain. The thing is that there's 5 different places you can go from Link's house. One of them you'll do after your Houlihan, but the rest of them are just save and quits. So might as well do one of them first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It also sets up tree rupees. You can get a tier 3 if you don't take damage.
Right, so because you're looking for bombs early game. Now we obviously got some out of a chest, but that's not assured at all. So
the bomb hunt is not as important in HMG as it is in No Glitches, just because we have a guaranteed source that I think krithel will be showing us right away. Oh, never mind. This is something else. Another thing that I see that's different between runners is whether you climb the mountain at the top or at the bottom, and everyone has a favorite. And I don't think anyone's timed it. But you can see, Sky is going to have a sword before rescuing the old man, which is nice. That bow is making me sad because in No Logic you can duplicate it, but you can't duplicate it in this mode.
Yeah,
No. Okay, so
not-
Krithel is showing me why I don't do Lumberjack DMA. You have more chances to die before actually getting to the old man. He has to now do another DMA, which is not something that happens if you die doing the normal, like the new DMA, you could just spawn at the old man. But if you die doing Lumberjack DMA and you haven't gone in there yet, and you have to so like Krithel did rescue the old man, so he's fine. But like that's a thing that can happen if you have done what Sky is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a timing thing. Because they both seem pretty even on time. I think it's more of a routing thing, where if you do Lumberjack DMA, you can do the Last Woods checks first, and if you do new DMA, you can do the Last Woods first, but you're kind of wrapping around back on yourself.
I'm not sure. See, that's where the timing comes in. I'm not actually sure that's slower. It's just doing clockwise versus counterclockwise. And then doing Old Man from the front versus Old Man from the back. And I think Old Man from the back is a little faster just by itself, but yeah, I think the reason no one's timed it is because it's a little complicated. Did Krithel actually see the sword before dying?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
I feel like if he saw it, he would have gone and gotten it.
Ooh, King's Tomb is such a wild card. The flute is a nice thing to have. I think Sky can just go to Kakariko soon. Although he's not going to. But he could, because now he has a flute. When you have a flute, you go to Kak, you can just leave Kak in the middle of it and come back later if you don't like to do desert without stuff. So I think of a flute as like my permission to go to Kakariko Village early.
Yeah, you can get those 10 checks off the map really quickly, and like you said, you can just bail after you activate the flute, because you're coming back after you get a torch later for desert anyway. I haven't really seen... I don't really utilize the flute all that much in HMG, just because since you're glitching everywhere, it's just kind of more convenient to do it that way.
I think there are certain places where having a flute is a huge time save. And I like to have it just because of that.
Yeah.
As fun as it is to hop around the world, like getting to Mire and Desert from a save and quit is awfully slow. Nice to see Krithel get a different sword in Mini Moldrum Cave, so at least he'll have this until he decides to go back to the mountain again. I think even like the sword is the reason he's not doing the mountain right now. It's good to have something to survive Spiral Cave with. He doesn't know that there's a sword there. Or maybe he does, and he's just putting it off. Oh no. That's not fair.
Speaking of surviving Spiral Cave.
That was terrible. Moldrum just wouldn't let go.
I blame you for that. That was definitely a calm curse.
Do you think Sky will go back to Spiral Cave? I think he will.
I think he will too.
I think when you don't have a Moon Pearl, you just have to do your Sphere 1 checks.
Yeah,
you have to eat your vegetables.
It's hard to pass up the density of Paradox Cave.
Man, this is such a just a bloody opener for everyone.
Yeah, not a lot of eyes on health here. I think we've gotten maybe a couple pieces of heart, but yeah, running around with 3 hearts in the early game is a very popular opening in HMG. It seems like health comes hard and fast at very dense parts of the seed, and yeah, running around Death Mountain with 3 hearts is definitely something you have to get good at for this mode.
Krithel, by dying after Ice Rod Cave, seems to have also closed off all paths to Waterfall Ferry for the time being. So hopefully for his sake, that's not going to...
He could do Zora DMD here.
He can't get the items with a fake flipper until he gets the Moon Pearl. Like, it's not really available to him until he gets another item. Unless he decides to just, like, go back to Ice Rod Cave or Mini Moldrum Cave and get a Water Walk. Or... it's just like if Pearl is there and flippers are there. Like, that's the problem that he's going to have, but it's only a problem if it's actually a problem. Both of them trying to do like some kind of redash timing on the first Bari. Unfortunately, that one you just have to wait. The second one you can just redash and lead a couple frames and it's fine. Oh, he's getting chased. Oh, we'll get the last chest. Let's go. All right. That
No
was
pearl
harrowing.
here.
How have they done so much of the game and only have 3 hearts still?
All our health is in Dark World, I guess.
You know in your heart it's all in Kakariko.
Oh wait, is this Pearl on Pyramid? Is that the joke? That would be really cool.
Pearl Pyramid is... I don't know. It's not available yet. It's behind lamp or mirror. Yeah, Sky was right. That bomb wouldn't have worked. I wasn't sure about it. Krithel's also in danger. Okay. We have
Might boom this heart. Yeah, there we go.
no dupe, but I was gonna say he doesn't need it, but it kind of looks like he's gonna need it. Okay, we're good.
Oh, we did
He
pick
got
up a
the glove.
glove.
That's the important one. The rest of them were nothing, I think. Oh, Sky got a sword. So there's just 3 swords in Sphere 1. Never seen that before.
No, definitely not in the earlier race.
Trinex Pearl is something I really want to see, but it's so rare. The key layout has to be just right. The only time I've ever seen a Trinex Pearl was inverted. It wasn't in-glitched.
Wait, so how? Because is Dungeon Money revived in Logic in this?
Yeah. The problem
Okay.
is Trinex Pearl is that the key layout usually means that a medallion is required to get in the front to get enough keys to go to the back by
Right.
logic. So unless you get a very specific key layout, your dungeon is going to be mostly medallion locked every time, which is why looking at the TR medallion can actually be useful information. Only if it's the same as the Meyer medallion, though.
All right, we clipped the chicken somewhat into the wall. Maybe a little early on the throw there.
Krithel has probably feeling sad about that cannonball RNG, which was very dashable.
Yeah, I always want to either pump or dash through the cannonballs, but I'm too much of a coward.
Sky almost forgot Tavern. Oh, good, he didn't forget it. It's the cane.
We don't even know if that's required yet.
Well, I mean, we have 2 pendant.
Yeah, I
and
guess
I
that's
don't-
true. So
I
it
mean, we
is.
did see Krithel practicing Trinex hovers, but I don't think that's gonna happen. There's Quake on Maze Race.
Is that a popular thing to just grab the thing and then jump back down to go to desert, or do most people stay up on the ledge and do the other way into desert?
There's a technique that I don't know how to do where you can get the item and then instantly hop down the desert. Some people hop down and do the teleport they know how to do, and some people stay in that little out of bounds area and do a different teleport that goes down. There's just a lot of ways to approach that screen. Makes it a little bit hard to teach because everyone does it differently. So, like, actually the thing that was really hard to do that in was One Mind.
Yeah, I can imagine One Mind is pretty complicated.
Like,
with
I know
glitches.
I do that screen weird. I do this quick hop method, and if I'm one minding with someone who doesn't do it, I have to ask them how to do it because I don't know the other
Oh.
way.
Yeah.
And then if I'm teaching someone and I only know the quick hop method, but quick hopping is like kind of it's an extra input that they might not be ready for yet, then I have to remember a version that doesn't have the quick hop in it. And I have to learn it before the next mentor tournament because I won't know how to teach it.
Krithel gonna drink some Kool-Aid here, still getting juggled by the Cygor.
Nice to see Sky counting his items right as he goes through the cannonball door. I thought I saw 2 in there. Also a dependent, so probably nothing needed for desert. Unless it's Ped. It's just, the only thing left is Ped, so you can probably leave that behind forever. Another cane. The quick hop method, Sleepy, is just 1 pixel lower irregular teleport on the first bump. And then you just tap A anytime during the 20 frames of teeter that you get. There's an ice rod checkerboard. The glove in Super Bunny Cave. Sorry, the glove was in Paradox Cave. So if you went to Kakariko too early, you might have missed out on that ice rod. And Flipper's drop for Krithel on ice or on regular Armos.
Did not see where the big key was to know if that's lamp or fire rod locked, but definitely locked by something.
That's a good point. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I guess it'll matter later if we're still fire sourceless and looking in swamp. This looks like it might be King's Tomb for Krithel. That's good, because he'll get the flute before Kakariko, which I didn't think was going to happen. King's Tomb is something you might put off forever.
Okay, I didn't know you could slash that bush. I knew you could pick up the rock, but I did not know you could slash the bush.
Picking up the rock is like... Yeah. Picking up the rock is optional. We just do it because it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, nice citrus clip that is completely unneeded by Sky. You can just do a regular old down teleport there, but that's boring. So
there's like a tradition among certain all dungeons RMG runners to practice that citrus when they're on that screen in Randomizer. I know Spleeby does it too.
Yeah, I hate that citrus. I'm just gonna boots clip it. I guess I hate most citrus clips. Just the only one I don't hate is the bunny one to get off the mountain.
I suppose that one's a little more forgiving. The last steps are not frame perfect. It's practice for Brombrosia.
Yeah.
When I bring back asyncs, I'm putting that on there, and you guys better play it. Although the community voted for No Moon Pearl, so that's... Or, sorry. What did they vote for? Oh, they voted for Rainbow.
Rainbow,
so,
yeah.
I guess that'll go on the next async series.
Yeah, I was actually wondering one day, like, what you can do in Rain State and how that would, like, get to the game and such, but I feel like that it would mostly be a no-logic thing.
Yeah, it's a no-logic thing. The only person I know who will, like, Rainbow things that aren't no logic is Mr. Buyer. If he gets it in mystery and it rolls standard HMG, he'll try to Rainbow as much as he can.
I've watched I think it was Glan do some like max percent rain speed runs. It's fun to just watch some stuff, and it's like, okay, how the heck are you doing that, and why the heck are you doing that?
Rain State is just very fun to watch because the world is messed up in a way that's aesthetically creepy.
Yeah, so I see a little bit of that in the ADRMG vanilla preset because I do Silver Surfer to get Butter Sword and Silvers. So I see the corrupted
The Lionel rain.
light and dark world Death
You
Mountain,
get
and
the
yeah,
Lionel rain.
the Lionel cabbages. Yeah.
Yes. And the dead rocks. Dead rocks in the dark world that actually hurt you is the worst part.
Well, we don't see it in that speedrun, but yeah, I believe you that that's a pain.
Oh, that's true, because you'll have a screen wrap. So the Lionel rain is purely aesthetic, but I assure you they do hurt.
Yeah.
And the worst part, I think, is trying to clip with that overlay, blocking all of your visual cues.
Oh yeah.
So krithel did, by the way, he got a little bit bailed out by the flippers showing up, so he's able to do these flipper checks that he left behind. And I don't think they turned up anything. And the flute also made it not really lose that much time. In fact, he just flutes back to 8 and does it again. It's not really slower.
I get so confused when I see people doing the hobo clip and not doing the flower setup because they already have flippers and it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, I fully admit to sometimes I will line up on the flower before realizing I need to.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the roses, right?
Yep. That was a solid A+. I like that one.
So krithel doing the split cack that you can do with the flute, where you actually just leave right after activating the flute and then you come back anytime you want.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that in no glitches, and I just there's just something in my brain that won't let me do that.
I feel like there's this like expanding brain meme that you can apply to the flute, where it's like brand new HMG runner loves the flute because it means they can get out of soft locks and can skip some of the glitches that they haven't learned yet. And then the more, you know, the person who's been playing for a little bit longer is like, oh, the flute's just a paperweight, it's useless. And then the person who's been racing for a long time realizes that they need all the time they can get from all the opponents who have gotten very good at the game and are embracing the flute again.
Yeah, it's like the IQ curve, the bell curve meme. Yeah, like I honestly did not even think about the flute being able to get me out of soft locks. If I soft lock, I just immediately save and quit, just because it comes from the speedrun, honestly, because you don't get the flute in ADRMG. So I just never think about, oh, I'm soft locked, I can get out of this. I just like save and quit and do something else. This guy racking up those chest turns. And this is game 1 of this series, I believe, and then game 2 is right after this, right?
Yes, this is a double header. So if you want to commentate, track, etc., there will be another game right after this one. I can probably do something for that game. I don't have to be gone until 1 p.m. Pacific. As long as this game doesn't take too long.
Alright, why do we have Burna on, and are we setting up for fake powder?
I think that might be it. Yeah, that's got to be it. Zoras are not particularly dangerous.
I could see if it was like try and get past the crabs, but he's got like 8 hearts, so
Yeah,
definitely wasn't that.
For sure, this is just a fake powder setup. Wants to turn in the mushroom and has the cane and has the flute. Why are we saving and quitting? Oh, Sky is, guys, following the rule. Doing the backup escape. I saw that, Sky. I saw you try to pick up that rock.
Would a light world DMD be faster than saving and quitting again and going through Sank?
I think Sank is a little faster. I know Mr. Byre timed a bunch of King's Tomb routes, and King's Tomb from Sank is faster. So if King's Tomb is faster, then Backup Escape has got to be faster too. And plus, if you do it from the mountain, you have to.
Well, you have to.
Oh, you're saying you're already on the mountain. Do you just do it?
Yeah. I forgot about fixing.
I know
the
what you mean, though. You do have to do an extra screen transition to fix your camera. But I think you might be right. That saving and quitting an extra time might make it slower than just going from the mountain because you're already there. I don't think most people aren't able to think that fast. By the time you come up with an answer, you've already lost the time you would have saved.
Yeah. Somebody asking, is it just Pearl and Pod? I still believe in the Pyramid Pearl, but
waiting for a lamp for both of those. Pearl, most of Pod is not lamp locked, but Pyramid Pearl is currently lamp locked until Mirror shows up. But we do seem to have covered most of Sphere 1, so yeah, it is starting to look very pod shaped. And we haven't gotten any of the spicy pearl items. We don't have the mitts or the mirror or even the hammer.
What do you want an Ice Palace Pearl or?
I don't know. Pod is boring. It's pendant. I think krithel wants to have a chance to basement clip for green pendant if he's there, just because he can.
So what would allow the TR Pearl? Is that just mirror?
So Chain Chomps is behind the mirror. The mirror alone gives you access to that. The rest of TR is behind a small key in Chain Chomps, plus, or like maybe a big key in Chain Chomps and a small key in the big chest, and also a small key in Roller Room, Crystal Roller Room, and like there's just a lot of stuff has to be keys before the rest of TR is in logic.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of true in no glitches too, right? Because yes, like Fire Rod can be in Turtle Rock, but it needs this very specific like key setup and such. So
yeah, it's a different specific setup, but it is like that. It's probably similar odds, and Tam has the numbers for it. They said they looked into it and saw.
I'm sure they do.
That it was usually medallion locked. I mean, I think it would be really funny if they go to Dark World and find out that they're just in Go mode. But they're not quite there yet. There's too many pendants in Light World for that to be possible. They at very least need one of the hookshot or the fire rod for Go mode to be in play. And then, even if the fire rod was skippable, they would need a fire source.
Oh, is Sky gonna death warp here? Oh no, this is really slow.
No! If you have more than 7 hearts, it's faster to save and quit.
Yeah, honestly, I would just say forget Dark Cross at this point and make it be in logic first.
You can do Dark Cross from Hera, and that's faster.
Oh, that's actually
Mr. Byre
true,
did time that. Mr. Byre timed all of this stuff. He timed doing Hera from Hera Dark Cross versus Death Warping versus saving and quitting. They're all pretty close, but I think Hera Dark Cross has beat out all of them.
Yeah, I do Dark Cross from Hera all the time because, again, the speedrun does that. So
Yeah, if you can take whole heart hits from the ball and chain guard, then you're definitely, you can save time for sure. Like ideally, you would damage yourself down to 1 heart and then bomb yourself in the Zelda cell chest. That's fast. And Sky is also taking the opportunity to set up a key rat seal, which isn't something that gets used very much, but it can matter a lot if Meyer is a pendant and you don't have the medallion. Otherwise, most of the time people will just do Meyer and unlock Swamp from there instead of stealing a key from Hera. The meta has definitely shifted towards just unlocking from Meyer when you're in Meyer than trying to finagle a key from somewhere else.
Yeah, I have seen the Frederick key steal be very, very effective over in like pickup races. So it's good to set that up like when you're there, but again, I think there was a better time to make that check rather than taking 20 seconds to die.
Hammer and Pod. So now Super Bunny Cave can have Moon Pearl. Wouldn't it be funny if Super Bunny Cave just had the lamp and then the Moon Pearl was on green pendant?
So logically, the game would want you to climb to Hera, hammer, and then take the TR portal? Is that why that's in logic?
Yeah, it's TR portal.
Okay.
And then you have to walk through Super Bunny front to back, which is incredibly slow.
Yeah, without a hookshot or a mirror, yeah, you have to go up the stairs.
Yeah, when you're a bunny, so even a hookshot doesn't help.
Yeah, there is a way to get to East Death Mountain as a bunny, though, right? Like with via the bridge.
There's a couple ways. Well, Moon Pearl's just here in Pod, but there's a couple ways. There's a mirror technique. There's like 3 different ways to get there with the mirror. One of them is the one that puts it in logic, and the rest are just there for you. And then, of course, you can walk into the MITS portal, and you know that was available in HMG as well. Well, I guess the nice thing is that the Moon Pearl being in Pod did lead us to the hammer, so it might have been hard to find that otherwise.
Yeah, interesting divergence here. Sky saying no thank you to the back of Pod.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I can see the appeal of both.
Yeah, I mean,
both of them last locationed this, or very nearly did, and they I can understand how I'm feeling behind. I need to find more in Pod than just what was on the path. And Sky being like, I need to make up time by skipping the back of Pod. And the silvers are here.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, Sky's had a few glitch snafus that I would think he probably just thinks he's behind on execution. Even,
both of them have had deaths.
Yeah, true.
Krithel has died twice, and Sky has died once. Sky's death was, I think, a little bit worse because it was in Spiral Cave.
We did say that Sky is a hover fan, so I believe we're gonna see a hover of Hookshot Cave here.
I'm more interested to see if we're gonna see a long swim out of Catfish.
Oh, Catfish DMD into the DMA?
So you can do Catfish DMD and then you can swim across the entire mountain to do Bumper Ledge and then start your Dark World that way. But he can also decide that he doesn't want to go anywhere near Skull Woods until Fire Rod shows up. Oh, and we got a map check. I didn't catch that. It's a little sad because it's Turtle Rock and we have the Ice Rod, and we need the Fire Rod for Skull Woods, so we don't get to skip anything.
Yeah, well, isn't that just always the way? You know, you find a free ice rod, and then of course TR the pendant. Literally the only thing that the ice rod locks.
It's nice to see that Krithel's back of pod play kind of evened out from the silvers being there. If it was a key progression item, it would just end the game, I think. It would be really hard for Sky to get back there. And if it was nothing, it would be pure time loss. So it was nice to have it be a compensation. That Krithel will get some time back from the silvers.
So part of the appeal of leaving the backup pod is that it is kind of dense, and like once you run out of like overworld and crystal dungeons, or like you could even like, because there are so many items there, you could even justify going backup pod over a pendant dungeon.
No, this is true. There's a saying that orphans love company, and Krithel did orphan the green pendant pretty hard. It would be harder for Krithel to get back to green pendant than Sky. So now if something is in green pendant, Sky will have the advantage.
Yeah, but I guess we already cleared desert out, and TR's our other pendant dungeons, so yeah, you definitely want to get pod plus green pendant for before you go all the way back to Turtle Rock, having cleared all of Dark Death Mountain.
Oh, interesting. Sky is going to leave out of Pyramid Fairy. So he had the option to swim to Hammer Pigs and then do Village of Outcasts and then go south from there. Swimming to Hammer Pigs is kind of slow, so I can see why he's not doing this. I think what he's doing instead is he'll do a South Shore and maybe end at Mire and finish Mire if he can. And then do maybe do the top of Dark World later and that Hammer Pigs and save and quit from there and save a bunch of overworld movement that otherwise you would have to do to connect all of those. Ooh.
Yeah,
well,
so
the lamp is good.
So swimming to Hammer Pegs is slow, and can you even get out of there?
Yeah, you can swim clip out. It's not.
Oh, I see.
That's the thing, is it's possible, but it's really slow. You can, so you have to clip out on the right side and then swim clip back into village.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need the flippers. There's a spot where you can get a fake flipper on the edge. Yeah, it's just really slow. And like swimming to Hammer Pigs is also really slow. I like this route. I think this is a good way to get a little bit of time back. Being flexible in your overworld routing can make a big difference that goes unnoticed in a race. Like, you could just do the same thing every time and it's probably fine, but if you do the things in a right order that can save overworld movement or save and quits and other things that slow you down, you can gain a lot of time on your routing.
So importantly, Sky finding a lamp in, I believe it was Hype Cave. So how much longer did we put off GT now?
GT is pretty out of logic. There's only 4 checks in there that are in logic right now. Everything beyond that is possible, but probably locked behind either the hookshot or the fire rod.
I mean, yeah, it's out of logic, but like we can clear the whole thing.
Yeah, but hookshot and fire rod are your go mode. Well, now it's ether, but it was fine until ether was Mire.
I see.
Sky was probably disappointed by that because he could have had a big advantage having lamp going into Mire and being able to do all of it instead of skipping Firelock chests. But sadly, he can't actually do Mire on this trip.
Oh, okay. Double up teleport to get the Vu, that's cool.
I think Krithel's route is probably going to be just pure counterclockwise, ending at hammer pegs, which is also fine. Like Krithel's route is good for having started from the top of the world. Sky's route was good for having started at pyramid. Both of them also seem to have opted out of Skullwoods. I didn't catch. I'm not certain that Krithel opted out of Skull, but I don't think he went. If he went there, he didn't stay very long.
No, he didn't go in at all. And just came straight to Vu. It doesn't mean that he's completely passing it up, but it is a strong indicator that he's not interested until he has the fire round.
I guess Sky could pick up the Smith on the way to hammer pegs. Also, he just has the mitts now. He can just do hammer pegs and walk out if he wanted to.
Yeah, so that's one of the big struggles I have with HMG is that because you can glitch to basically every overworld location, the Pearl being really the only first barrier, and then you have literally 110 checks open. Like, you can definitely justify a whole lot of routes, and it just comes down to like where the items lie, whose route ended up being better.
I think that part is fun though, like piecing together the different parts of Dark World like a puzzle to get the most out of what you have and what you expect to get is, I don't know, it's a big part of the fun for me, even though it can be a bit of a casino.
Right, second crystal on the board for Krithel, and Guy slightly behind him, but having done that South Dark World loop resulted in a lot of checks and the good Meyer info that you are still hunting for the last medallion.
Looking like Ether will not turn up for either of them on this route.
For either of them?
For either of them. So there's no advantage. There's no, like, one person gets to do Meyer and the other doesn't. No respect for the mirror shield.
No, we don't like the mirror shield. We want to see our sprite.
Sky has a little more incentive to do Skullwoods.
Yeah, I think that's kind of partially why he set this up this way, so he didn't have to make a decision on Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm,
I know
exactly.
I do that in No Glitches a lot. Like I'll just clear South Dark World so I know where to go afterwards.
So Hammer Pigs first. So either he goes south and picks up the Smith, or he save and quits out immediately and does neither, or he goes up and does Skullwoods. You can also, like, do, when you have the mitts and the flute, you can just do Skullwoods whenever you want. So he's not, like, obligated to do it now. If he had anything better to do, he kind of doesn't, though.
Yeah, it is true.
Ice Palace is good.
Yeah, it is true that ice is on the table, but like, I feel like you don't just want to leave Skull all by itself here. Although I probably would have taken the Smith in there.
I don't think you can take the smith in there that easily. He won't let you go through the front
You can-
door.
No, you can drop in the hole though.
Dropping the hole is slow, and then you can't get the middle. Or you're dropping in the hole.
If you get a yeah,
It's
well,
so bad. I wouldn't
not-
take the smith into Skullwoods. You're doing one or the other. You take the smith, and then you rescue him, and then you go up to the portal and do Skullwoods.
Yeah, when I take the smith up to Skullwoods, I'm not really looking to do the middle necessarily, and like I'm more thinking, oh, I need to save and quit with this guy anyway, so let's just put
Krithel,
myself into
where are
the
you
weird
going?
soft lock situation.
Krithel didn't. He forgot. You want to do the You have to start here. Do the pyramid fairy. You can hook push with the smith. That requires a hook shot.
That is true.
And it requires this to be an even numbered year. Sky did pick up a shovel. That was a very ambitious bomb placement.
I mean, we do have a flute, so it's kind of just, you know, when do you want to do it?
The shovel's nowhere near the flute spots. He did get a good layout though. Got both items immediately. Wait, where are you going, Sky? You got both items. You got a shovel and then you got the bottle. Sky, please. You don't need these keys. What are you doing?
I think
Am I
he
wrong?
might have just...
I'm not
No,
wrong, right? I saw him
he's-
get a shovel, and then I saw him get a blue potion.
He's channeling what is that movie, The Departed, where they are in a criminal lineup and they say, "Give me the keys."
Wait, I
Oh,
was
he
wrong.
didn't. Okay,
Where was the
he didn't
shovel?
get a second.
Was the shovel
was
on
in-
Bumper Ledge or something?
No, shovel was in the back of Skullwoods.
But I just saw him get a blue potion bottle. Am I crazy? Krithel got the blue potion.
Krithel got the
Okay.
blue potion.
I was just looking at the wrong
Okay.
screen. My eyes were crossed. Thank you.
Nobody's ever done that before.
I think it wasn't
That's
even
the
an
first
item. I
time.
think he got he threw it in the fountain and got a blue potion out of it.
Alright, somehow we're getting a route convergence right here at Ice Palace.
This is good. Basically what they've done is one of them did back of pod and one of them did skull. And that's the difference.
That's a different place to put the bomb. So how do you usually deal with the Pengator chest? Do you just like go back, or do you beat the dungeon and only go back if it's an item?
If I have the cane, I do it now. If I don't have the cane, I do it last or never.
I like never. Never sounds good.
Of course, doing it never risks leaving that big key behind.
Nobody ever needed the big key. Actually, with the bomb clip route, you literally just don't need the big key for anything except the big chest.
Yeah, that's why it's risky. Because if you do the IPBJ route, you bomb clip down and you immediately IPBJ because it's super fast to do it right away. You're already in that pit room. And then you full clear the dungeon and you find out there's one item left. You go back in and, well, you don't go back in if it's the big key because you know that you'll have to go all the way to the big chest to get the item. So you leave behind the item forever.
Yeah, I'm just not really ever interested in that. If I lose, I lose. Whatever.
Yeah, there are some things I will just write off. And that's one of them. I think it's so rare that it actually matters. That specific key layout of big key locking progression item and you don't have the cane. How often does that actually happen?
Yeah,
They're still in the same room. This is great.
High five after high five.
Krithel doing the C. They're both doing the 3 dash, which is slightly faster if you can do good dashes.
Never done a good dash in my life.
Yeah, I don't dash there either for the same reason. I know I'm not saving time on that room.
So is this Freezor chest the only chest that's hard locked by the strong fire in this mode? Everything
Yeah,
else is obtainable
and
with the
cold
bomb
stare.
clip. And cold stare, yeah.
Yep.
Very nice block push there by Sky. That's not very easy because like it's only faster if you do it unbuffered, and you can also just soft lock and have to reset the super tile.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but GT is looking like maybe we should go in there and just make sure it's not there. At least you can get the rest of the items if you wanted to. You could go and look for a big key and then leave. Krithel, don't die. Okay. Yikes.
Imagine going to GT without the ability to clear it and then just finding all your go mode items in there.
Never happened to me before. You walk in, you find the hook shot, and the cane is just in the big chest. Yep. That's how it goes.
Or,
or the
both,
fire rod in this case. But yeah.
Yeah, or both torchlighters behind in the hook shot lock portion.
I'm not too fussed about going in there without fire source. I like to do GT climb last anyway. I treat it like a separate dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, it is only 4 checks for GT, but like it's only 3 checks in Ice Palace, and plus, but you get a crystal clear out of it, and the 4 checks in GT are kind of faster than trying to get it right.
Sky's he's doing the shovel.
Yeah,
I don't know if he could do the book too, but the book is behind the hook shot, so it's probably not worth it. I agree with Sky doing this. He did front of skull and found the shovel, and if he doesn't check the shovel, then he's sacrificing any advantage he got from doing front of skull. Darkened5ky drift, by the way. Alright. Not the shovel. He's leaving. I guess if you're going to do the book, you just flew to 7. Where's he going now? Is this Smith Chain? This must be Smith Chain. That's kind of rough, because it's no mirror.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, just a little slower and less dense than what Krithel's doing, but also it might be the answer. So it's not wrong until it's wrong. Hey, the mirror's good. It makes the smith faster if the smith is the answer.
I was gonna say I don't know if
He's trying so hard to top rock frog talk. Oh, it's not here. We didn't see tile room though. Tile room is like the other check that's in logic. I'm surprised he doesn't just do it now. Could be because he doesn't want to get the magic refill. Like the 1 pot of magic that he would have to get to do that. Oh gosh, you're right, Sleepy. So earlier today we had a seed where Front of Swamp had the Mire Medallion in it, which is perfectly valid. There's nothing stopping you from just mirroring into the Front of Swamp like it's NMG and finding the Mire Medallion or the small key. Or the hook shot, I guess. If it's the hook shot, that's fine because that just means it probably just leads somewhere where Krithel is right now. And we'll just right find. Here. Swamp is fire locked by either. Swamp is fire locked until you have a mirror, and then it's no longer fire locked. Unless Mire keys are locking it. But we're looking for the Mire Medallion, so it doesn't matter.
I'm guessing we didn't find a hair big key, so the rest of Swamp is not in logic yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's also just straight up not accessible. Oh, Oh, flippers were on the eastern bot. I said I would forget that. Or maybe I thought about it. I knew I would forget that. It was even brought up earlier that, hey, if we're looking for something in Swamp, we should maybe consider whether those flippers are in Logic or not. Oh, it's Purple Chest, it's the Fire Rod, and Ether's in Random Room, it's both. So krithel will probably do Meyer before Purple Chest. He doesn't have to, like, that's fine, but he has to go to Purple Chest eventually. And Sky is gonna go to GT and get probably the right side first. I was not counting krithle's key situation. I couldn't tell you if
he's fine.
No, not that whether he's fine, but whether Hookshot can be in tile room or past tile room in the right side. It usually won't be there because of keys. But
I don't believe he has found enough keys for that yet, but it could be in the base. The fourth key could be in the basement. Compass room is 4 key locked, right?
Yeah, Compass room is 4 key locked, but Ice Armos is 3 key locked, which is a bit broken. I hate it. Doesn't make any
so
sense.
The fourth key could just be right here, but it's not. Could just be in tile room. Good point. It is not broken, but it is indeed stupid.
I don't believe that there's any situation where...
That's funny.
The what?
The other key is in the big chest, so yeah, it can be right side.
Oh, jeez. I mean, at this rate, it's probably just Hookshot, like, in Mire. Or no, it can't be. Hookshot's not going to be in Mire, or probably not in Swamp. Although that, like, first chest is still available. So yeah, Ether being in Random Room is actually really nice for us, because we can read the logic. What else is behind Fire Rod? I guess parts of TR that we haven't done yet?
Could be Hookshot.
Could be, no, we got the Skullwoods items, so it's not going to be there. Tile Room is a heart. And Sky has no keys. So yeah, this is, yeah, this Hookshot will not be in the right side of GT, because he didn't find any keys in the first 4 chests.
No, he found one. He unlocked the door with it.
Yeah, but it was a pop key. It was stolen. It's not a real key.
Oh, okay.
He went to Torch first to steal the key so he could go this way.
I see.
But he also doesn't know, does he? That he's only looking for the Fire Rod. Because he hasn't found Ether yet. So Ether could be here from his perspective.
He's looking for Hookshot, not Fire Rod.
He's looking for both.
I mean, he already has.
Oh, sorry. Hookshot and Ether.
Yeah.
Krithle's looking for Fire Rod and Hookshot. I guess we're climbing GT. Looking for Fire Rod and Hookshot. I guess Fire Rod can be here, so it's fine for krithel to be up here.
It could be. I've certainly seen it.
Strong.
I've certainly seen it on the climb before, but he should know by key logic that Hookshot can't be here. But it's just kind of a convenience thing as well.
Who cares that Hookshot can't be here? The only thing that would change is if Hookshot was the only thing he was looking for, and he wants to do this early for whatever reason, he wouldn't have to kill Moldorm. But he has to kill Moldorm because Fire Rod could be there from his perspective. Mirror also opens Mimic Cave. That's a fun location. I guess if you're doing TR, you might want to do it from the middle. Sky has a little more incentive to do TR because he can do Scudgewoods. I remember earlier saying some Bleeby was saying Sky should have opened in front of TR so he could sketch woods after, and I was like, he's not gonna do TR. It's a pendant, but he might actually want to do TR now. But he also has the mirror and hammer, so it's not the end of the world. Probably not even slower than just doing the double mirror or the single mirror, I guess, and going into the portal. He's also going to climb. Wait, that's bad. He didn't get ether.
Wait, he didn't get ether.
He
Oh
didn't
no.
get ether. No.
Is he
So he
doing
has-
this because left side's out of logic?
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, actually, oh, never mind. That requires 4 keys. I was gonna say the map chest is in logic, but
Sky
it
is
requires
climbing
4
without
keys.
a key. Sky. Okay.
Sky,
Did Krithel?
please.
Let's see. Is Krithel gonna find a key up here? I didn't see
No.
what was in.
No, he found all 4.
Oh no, Sky.
The 4th key was in.
This is
The
gonna be
4th key
so
was
sad.
in GT Big Chest. Oh no.
Oh no.
Sky, please.
I don't want to see 2 races in a row where somebody has to climb GT twice. That's so sad.
That is sad.
I can't believe it. Do you think he knows that this is a risk, or does he just not notice?
I was just gonna ask, like, is he just hedging against progression on the climb here by committing to it twice, or is he just not paying attention to his keys? I think it's the latter.
It's got to be the latter because he
attention.
could totally do right side GT or left side GT if he
Left
wanted
side,
to
yeah.
get a key. Or
Yeah, I
just
mean,
don't
he's-
climb right now. Just climb later. You have the fire rod. You got it from a bad location. Go follow it.
Yeah, you can just full clear, or sorry, he can't clear Mire without the ether, but yeah, you can. Actually, where do you follow the fire rod to? Because
Turtle Rock.
oh, Turtle Rock, right? Incredible.
So
Well,
the
if-
worst thing that can happen to Sky now is hookshot in front of Swamp. The one chest that it can be in. Unless Smulky is there.
Could be the best thing for him, honestly, because he might, like, once he sees there's no progression here, he might just, like, desperation play into front of Swamp.
Maybe, but also I think Krithel can just go to Mire and then unlock Swamp from there and open the chest. And then find the hookshot. Because Krithel might want to know if Swamp is in logic or not by opening the first chest of Swamp. So when he's in Mire, he'll take that opportunity to do the Swamp unlock. Oh no, Sky. Kirthel's also en route to the fire rod, so this is looking good for him. For now. It's hard to say anything when we don't know where the last item is, but there aren't that many places left it can be. And Sky is about to
He's
be
got
very
the mirror
sad.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he just realized, oh, I don't have enough keys for this.
He's just hoping it's here and then I'll leave. Sad. And get hit. No.
Hit by the bunny beam,
He's
insult to
slashing,
injury.
he knows.
Yeah.
He's so sad. This is something that usually only happens in spoiler races.
You know, I never even thought of doing glitch spoiler before. That might be interesting, actually.
The Glitch League last week is no logic pilot. It's pretty fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Yeah, I'm not really sure how no logic would go, but I feel like HMG would play very similarly to like open spoiler. No logic being key sanity is, I guess if you're piloting, it's not terrible.
So it looks like Krithel is taking a route to turn into purple chest that keeps him in the dark world so he can do Mire after. It's pretty smart. You might be tempted to just like flute. But also you could just flute to 6. I don't know. I think maybe you just flute to 6. This is more fun though. Oh, nice Escher hop. The funny thing is, krithel doesn't know. Well, no, I think krithel knows because of logic that hookshot won't be in right side GT.
Escher Hop, is that the artist that makes like the optical illusion, like the infinite staircase?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like hopping from two locations that are at the same level, but it looks like one's higher than the other. It happens sometimes on like checkerboard cave slope.
Yeah, I know exactly 3 things about art, and MC Escher is one of them.
Alright, so Sky, let's just say hypothetical, Sky finds the hookshot here. It is a little more likely to be here than where krithel is. Yeah, it's here. Is he still in this? Or is krithel gonna run out of locations fast enough? Because I think krithel's gonna run out of locations pretty quickly. As soon as he's gonna go mode Meyer, right? Because Meyer is can't be hookshot. And then he's gonna do swamp just to make sure hookshot's not in the first chest and to unlock it. And then what, right? Then he will maybe full clear Skull Woods because he has the fire rod and hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like overworld that he might have left, but coming up empty. And unfortunately, Sky, like, checking the rest of TR here is not going to be very economical just because we know where Ether is. I mean, it makes sense from Sky's perspective, but from us, it's just a time waste.
As sad as it is that Sky climbed GT and didn't have keys, it's maybe a blessing in disguise that he will have a reason to go back there and maybe find Ether before doing things like the back of pod.
That's true, because I think the reason that he skipped left side was because it was out of logic, and now that he's found his logic...
It's not just that. He has to go there to get a key. So,
right,
he will go there.
Yeah. Well, I mean that he will go back sooner rather than later because it's his most debts check.
Yes. I think pod is the only thing left for him. And then like maybe following the book that he already got in Hookshot Cave. So it makes a lot of sense for him to go. Well, it makes sense for him to stay in here and then Scudge Woods and finish Skull Woods, and then it makes sense for him to go to GT next.
I'm not sure Scudge Woods is on the menu because he didn't come in from the front. I think he came in from the middle.
It's on the menu if he kills Trinex here.
Oh yeah,
it'll put him in the front. He'll mirror and use the hammer pegs.
Can you just collision clip back into TR or no?
Sure. You mean like inside the dungeon?
No, I mean when you're placed outside after killing Trinex, can like in pod, can you just like press down and go back in?
Yeah, you press down and then you press up again.
Okay.
Pod will like automatically kick you into the dungeon, but TR is one of those entrances where you have to be facing up to enter, so you kick down to collision kick and then you have to hold up. Shambles.
Yeah,
we're just gonna die here. That's not great. He used a potion in the
Yeah, he used the red potion on the climb.
Does he have another one? Oh,
no.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't do this.
Yeah, maybe he just abandons this now. Yeah.
That's fine. It's not here anyway. He can get back to Skullwoods really fast with the flute and the mitts. And I think he's just gonna go to GT. Well, climb Hera first, maybe. But he also knows Ether won't be there. Okay, no, this is fine.
Yeah, we're just going straight to GT here.
Climbing Hera would have been good actually, because if he's gonna do GT now and then climb, then he will No, Sky, where are you going?
What's he doing? You can get to GT like that.
Oh no, he's gonna go somewhere else. That's not good.
Oh no.
Did you realize that front of swamp is in logic? Wait.
No,
he's the mountain again. Maybe he realized that I was just saying that doing Hera first makes sense, but no, he's not doing Hera first. He is doing Hera first. What's he doing?
Sky,
please.
Please.
Hera first is fine. But he has to choose one. He has to go somewhere. And
yeah, I
keep
mean,
going there, not stop and save.
if you've already done the offset portal and then you realize, oh heck, hair is available, like just follow where you already are. Don't save and quit out.
But yeah, I mean, it makes sense for him to do hair before GT because when he does GT, he's going to clear it, and he will never.
Right.
He won't have any reason to go back to the mountain again. Although maybe he should have done Ether Tablet. Maybe he already did Ether Tablet. So now Krithel is doing the swamp unlock, that insurance of, first of all, we don't have a hierarchy, so he doesn't want to go looking for a hierarchy when he knows he can just unlock here. And second, he has that one chest in Logic and Swamp where the hook shot can be, which, you know, literally 2 days ago I had a hook shot there, so like it's possible.
Oh no! Did Krithel move the wall?
Nope, he didn't move the wall.
I think he just realized.
He realized at the last minute and tried to save it, but sadly just walked into the pit. Krithel didn't clear this dungeon, right? He go moded.
No, he just came in and went straight left.
He has a lot of keys, which is bad. I guess he opened some chests looking for the big key. Where's Guy? Oh, maybe he was checking Ether Tablet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna go to GT. He'll find his go mode here.
Oh.
But no,
yeah, and that puts Krithel on a clock though. Oh no.
Oh.
He went too far.
He hard reached. What happened?
Oh no.
He crashed.
Oh no. When was the last time he saved? Oh, right. He saved and quit to Hera. Okay.
He lost.
Fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I don't know why he crashed. That was
I think it was just a rando crash because he got the fatal error screen.
Well, the fatal error screen will happen on a lot of crashes. He's checking what he lost. It would have just been Moldorm.
Yeah, because
he save and quits he did before Moldorm.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just protecting himself from crashes by saving and quitting 5 times. All right, we've untracked that. Krithel is doing this, I guess. Why? What are you looking for here?
Hook
I mean,
shot.
I guess if the swamp first is a key, then hookshot could have been in the big chest. But now he's stuck. So he has
oh
to
no,
climb
yeah, he
stairs.
is stuck. Because you can't come back once you go. If you go through Mire, you can't go left first, right?
Oh, Sky crashed after the save and quit. Apparently, weird. So, first of all, why? That's weird. Maybe it's hardware. Second, he didn't lose Moldorm, which is nice. He actually he's fine. He didn't lose anything. So Krithel's gonna lose some time, and you're right that he's definitely on a clock here. He failed to unlock Swamp while here, so now he has to figure that out.
He will be on a clock once Sky finds Rando Room and climbs GT. Then the clock will start. And it's, you know, how long does it take him to get back up the mountain and go to TR?
True. He is a little ahead on things. He has done Mire.
You can do the south transition to fix jumping back down. Are you referring to
You
if
need a
you
stairs
if you
transition.
screen wrap?
No, what happened is, so Krithel did, he swam to the big chest, and then
I see.
messed up his tile set, so he wasn't able to go back into the water to unlock Swamp. He could have fixed the tile set by climbing any of the spiral staircases in Swamp, which means either doing left side Swamp or going to the back. So now Sky's in go mode. He's probably looking at his key counter before mirroring out.
I hope so.
I mean, I would hope that that's a key because he has nowhere left to look for keys, I think.
Did he do?
I guess
Yeah,
he
he did
didn't-
do Ice Armos
Did Ice
because I
Armos?
realized that he did not have silvers. Which where were the silvers?
They're in pod,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
He's not getting
backup
those.
pod.
The big danger of all this was that he would go to pod and lose time. Yeah, it's the water bread. So the reason the meta changed for opening Swamp Big Chest, we didn't used to do that. Specky Clip is the thing that allows us to do that because there's no water there. You can jump back down anytime you want. But when there's water there, that's when you get the bad tile set issue. Otherwise, we would have just always flooded that and gone to the big chests like we do now with the hook shot. It wasn't always that free. Now, krithel is now up to 3 dungeons, but Sky is in go mode. So yeah, it's a matter of how long it takes krithel to get to TR, which should be his next play, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the only thing he has left is Swamp 1, right? He could follow the shovel. Oh, he has to finish clearing Skullwoods. Oh,
he can kill Moldorm. I think Moldorm's in logic for him without.
Oh, that's right. But he didn't unlock the door, so he can't actually clear Moldorm.
Well, not yet.
He's not going to do it. That's too slow.
He can do that.
You just don't do that. You just look somewhere else. If he was going to do that, he would have done it. He would have done it while opening Swamp.
Oh, plus TR kicks you right to the mountain, right? So it's, I mean, and Hera's pretty easy to get to no matter what.
Oh, you're saying the whole ahead of dungeon thing? Yeah. That's right. Sky has Hera but it's a really fast.
Oh, no. I was saying that for krithel, Hera is in logic, but yeah, it's the slow way basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also you're right that there's nothing stopping Hookshot from being in there, but also he has indicated that he's not interested in that check by not doing it at the time he was there. If he was worried about Hookshot being in Hera, he would have killed Moldorm in Meyer State and then dropped down. But yeah, this Skullwoods play is actually kind of punishing for krithel. He's losing time over Sky's earlier clear of it because the items were front-loaded. He's doing more of it than Sky did.
Is Sky gonna validate his game? Nope.
No.
Not valid.
He knows it's not the small key that he needed.
I would have fluffed it for silvers because it is kind of worth it if it's silvers.
He doesn't know it's not silvers. Yeah, I guess when you said the clock is ticking for krithel, it's really ticking for Sky. Krithel's gonna get shoved into TR, like Breadcoon says. He might check the shovel. Yeah, this looks like maybe a shovel check.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Follow the things you just got rather than going to the pendant dungeon your opponent could have done ages ago. But still, it's Sky has to do Meyer, and krithel has to do middle of TR. It's pretty close. And krithel has to go back to Meyer to do Swamp. And Sky will already be there. I give a slight edge to Sky right now, but not that much. It's really anyone's game.
Yeah, I think.
And then, of course, krithel has
to
kill Moldorm.
I think krithel is heading to TR at this point, so yeah, I think he's setting up the mirror up to Laser Bridge.
I'm not really sure why krithel doesn't just kill Moldorm now. Oh, because he doesn't have Hookshot. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We had a whole discussion about this.
Imagine remembering things. Couldn't be me.
Okay, so what have we got? We've got Sky's... Oh, never mind. Sky still has Skullwoods. Edge to krithel.
Yeah.
Never mind.
krithel doing those dungeons when they were available is kind of what's pushed him this far out in the lead versus Sky, who did partial clear Skullwoods.
I mean, I think the main thing is the Sky's double climb of GT and then the death in Spiral Cave.
Yeah.
I hate to say it's execution, but those are pretty big things. I mean, I guess the GT thing isn't execution, that's routing and a little bit of luck. There's usually a key up there. It didn't have to be like that. Usually it's fine.
Why you gotta be so mean? Usually Yeah, there's usually one key up there.
Oh,
And
Brad
that's
makes a
normal.
point. Krithel doesn't have to do Swamp from Meyer, but he does have to do it from Hera. Because I guess he opened the one door, but he didn't go all the way out, so he
Did he-
can't just mirror in from the front.
He didn't pick up the key in Swamp State, though, so he wouldn't have a key, right?
He has the key is just waiting for him, so he can go in from Hera State and then pick up the key and continue. He doesn't need a Hera Small. You can just go in with 0 Hera keys and be fine. But he can't go in from the front unless
Oh,
there.
he can dive her down to it, you mean?
Yeah, I guess he would have to dive her down.
Because he already opened.
He flooded it.
He already
yeah.
opened the door for
Yes.
the flood room, the DLC room.
I actually forgot that he needs to dive her down that. It's so rare you have to do that these days. And here's Hookshot. So now what do we have? We have Krithla's Hookshot and is ahead by Meyer. That's the difference. And so it's Krithel's Moldorm versus Sky's Meyer. That's the difference.
Yeah, and Sky still needs to find Meyer Big, which isn't super out of the way, but like still is time that he has to spend.
And I think Sky's Meyer unlock, like Meyer to Swamp, will be slower than Krithel's Hera to Swamp.
Yeah, so I think like you said,
Yeah.
slight edge to Krithel, but like one major mistake just flips that.
It's edge to Krithel. It's sad that it's a small enough difference that the GT climb was it.
Yeah, it really
would have
does
been
matter.
Sky's game if he hadn't done that.
That's
That's assuming that the GT climb, like if you climb GT without a key and the key was just there, would Sky have gone back to GT that quickly to get Ether? Or would he have gone to somewhere else like Pod?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of thinking logically, like, oh, the left side was behind the climb anyway, so or rando room is behind the climb anyway, so that might push you back in because rando's funny. But like when you're this deep into a seed, you're not really caring about logic. It's just what's fast.
Oh,
no.
the old diver down.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Man, it's 2023.
I think the bonk is what caused that, right?
No, it was the diver down.
Oh,
that
okay.
used to happen. That on the regular before Specky Clip. That was just something you had to deal with.
So maybe the bonk was intentional, trying to fix that.
Even if you could fix it, you don't want to fix it.
Oh,
well, okay,
you
can get stuck in the door if you fix it. Like if you try to on grid dash, which is not easy in shallow water, but there are setups for it. You will get stuck and be very sad.
Yeah, you would need to do a grid dash that's a multiple of 4 tiles away because your boots movement is slowed.
And yeah, I'm not sure what what grid dash setup there would be. The setup I know is you go into the door as if you're doing Stairmaster. But also don't do it because you'll get stuck.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would teach you. Do we have the key? No. Get the key.
No.
Hookshot the chest. Okay, it's fine. Krithel can afford it.
We'll just go this way.
He's pretty far ahead, actually.
Yeah. Like, basically, like 3/4 of swamp ahead, basically.
Oh no,
Sky is out of arrows.
He almost died. That second hit would have killed him if it hit him. That would have been so sad.
Dry fired his bow twice till he realized that he didn't have any arrows left. Nobody's ever done that before. Certainly not me 2 days ago. Actually, that might have been Wednesday night, not Thursday night. But yeah, came into Mire with, I think, 5 arrows and ended up having to sort him down. Yeah, so Krithel's a little further ahead than I initially thought before. We're in like multiple Ganonfall territory at this point. And like you said, it's just all the required second climb. That's like almost 4 minutes right there. Oh, not quite. I don't know how long the dash citrus takes to set up, but is it usually faster than opening the wall?
Yeah, it's fast. Definitely faster than the Mire cutscene.
I mean, it definitely looked. It definitely looked faster than 17 seconds to even do 2 attempts. So.
Oh, I just realized that
sure.
Krithel hadn't done Moldrum yet, but he's doing this, I think, because after this he can click down and go straight to Ganon, which is it's good routing. I like it. I don't know if it's like if it changes, like if it's different to do this now versus to just run from Swamp. They're probably the same. This might be a little faster.
This is faster. I remember Mr. Byer timing
it's faster, but it's also an extra save and quit compared to doing it with Swamp. So I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Oh, we're fluting?
Oh, never mind. We're not doing the cool thing. That's okay.
I actually don't like Darkworld River Clip. Like, I know how to do it. I don't like trying to find the whole blind.
I agree. It's like it's low risk, high reward, or high risk, low reward. But it's also not hard. You just cardinal. If you know how to do Aga Tower wrap, then you just do that. It's the same inputs. You cardinal. You like splint yourself, and then you cardinal, and then you go up.
Alright, Butter Sword and Silvers should be fairly routine, but I've seen weird things happen in races.
So yeah, that's the difference. Now we see it. Sky is in the back of Swamp, and Krithel is on Ganon. It's not a huge difference. It's bigger than Spiral Cave Death and smaller than GT Climb.
Yeah, so, I mean, what are the chances Sky climbs without keys in the next race, right? So, should be... If that's the only difference, and it's not going to happen again, Game 2 should be pretty close.
Oh, I also wasn't considering Krithel does have silver arrows. So it's going to be a faster Ganon fight, too. Very nicely done.
Yeah. Alright, it's an exploding pig. Krithel is a bit high, but I think he's fine. I think as long as you're on the line there, you're fine. Alright, get your GGs in chat for Krithel, who will take Game 1. Game 2 to come directly after this one. Same channel? Question mark? Malmo, are we staying on the same channel for Game 2?
Yes, we are. Are you going to com with me on Game 2?
I have a Go Mode podcast restream to do in about an hour and a half, so I will have to pass on that. And we are joined by Krithel here, GG.
Thank you, GG.
So yeah, you pretty much last located hookshot. Was TR your last place?
Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, I'm terrible at logic. I didn't know. I figured there was a 1 in 10 chance that it could still be in swamp. Well, there was a 1 in 10 chance that it could conceivably be in swamp.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, TR and right side GT because Fire Rod was still in logic for hookshot. So.
Oh, I missed
right
that you
side
hadn't
GT
done
was still
right side.
Yeah, I managed to skip that.
Yeah. Yeah, so a bit of a rough start. Both of you taking deaths in the early game. Like it's how much do you consider having low health before you go to stuff? Do you just kind of go and hope that you survive, or?
Like a bit. I've died so many times going to East Death Mountain, and I do sometimes consider that. With the death I took going to Ice Rock Cave, that's just bad play and a little slightly unlucky. It shouldn't be happening. If I just taken the safe route, it wouldn't have been a problem. So, kind of the risk you take there. I wasn't too upset about it at all. I knew I could route that in later without too much difficulty. So.
Yeah, we're just watching Sky finish up Ganon here. Get your GGs in chat for Sky. Yeah, and unfortunately he tried to climb GT without keys, so that was pretty well the difference. He's gonna finish almost exactly 3 minutes behind. And that's about a GT climb.
That'll do it. That's unfortunate.
So we'll see if he is up for an interview or just wants to set up for the next game. Yeah. Any other thoughts about the seed, Krithel? Because it was, I don't know, it was fine. Like there wasn't anything too trappy about it, right?
Yeah, it was one of those. I mean, you just kind of do everything, and by the mid game, it's kind of the seed I guess I was hoping for. Enough stuff had gone wrong that I was just kind of banking on efficiency, and it kind of worked out. You know, this is really a coin flip kind of seed. You just.
Yeah. And we are joined by Sky, GG.
GG.
So Sky, you were in go mode first, but yeah, some unfortunate key counting kind of made up almost the whole gap there.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that?
Don't
seed?
climb without a small key. That's my thought. I just wanted to stay in logic because I didn't want to do left side GT, and so I was like, it worked out last time. I have no keys. Surely there's one of them is upstairs, and of course it just wasn't.
So you
I knew at that
no
point
keys.
that it was over.
You knew you had no keys going up, and we're just hoping because we weren't sure.
Yeah, I didn't realize immediately when starting to go upstairs. I realized at the Mimic's room when I was getting my arrows, I was like, crap, I don't have a key. But, I'm already in the Mimic room. I was like, I'm just going to commit to it at that point. So I did know.
Definitely.
Through the whole climb, I was just like, please let there be a key up there.
Yeah, you're just praying.
So
you see a key up top.
So what happened with the there was like a time when you were going back to GT and you saved and quit like 5 times, and then your game crashed. What happened?
Yeah, that was a Super NT thing. I accidentally hit my Super NT and cartridge tilt caused my game to crash that time.
Oh, it was okay. It was hardware. Okay. Thankfully, you didn't lose Hera, right? Like you had saved and quit. So
yeah, that's why
we weren't sure.
I was super worried about my save being corrupted after that.
That's what the error handling is for. It's to prevent the save corruption. So it looks like you got. I don't know how effective it is, but I'm pretty sure your save usually you always won't get corrupted if you get the randomizer like error screen.
Yeah, the multiple save and quits, though, that was just because I was originally going straight to GT, but then I realized if I don't do Hera now, it's going to be really annoying to get back to later. Like, my only choice would be to do it out of Mire. And so I decided to just clear it really fast before going back into GT.
Well, I think Hera before GT is probably just faster anyway. It'll save you an extra mountain climb in the end game.
Right, exactly. So that's why I was saving and quitting, and then the crash just happened to happen at that same time. Man, that was an experience. I felt really late to that Moon Pearl because I just forgot about Pod.
Got it.
Oh,
like,
no.
pretty close at the same time then, right? Like,
You were in Pod together, and the only difference was after you got Moon Pearl and Hammer, Krithel continued in Pod, and Sky left Pod. Krithel found silver arrows and basically made up the time spent.
yeah, I got the Saha pendant, so I knew it was green pendant, was happy just to leave it until the very last thing. Especially without lamp, that's just not that interesting. But of course it was there.
And of course Hammer was there too, because Rando has jokes.
We love Rando.
Love Zelda. Alright, well, I guess y'all have to set up for game 2. I'll watch at least like the first half of it, so good luck in there. And thanks for coming with me, Malmo. Thank you, Other Tom, for tracking, and thank you, SpeedGaming, for putting this on.
Yeah,
Good luck in game 2.
I'll be there for game 2. So, are you going to start like soon, or is this going to be on the schedule? I guess it's both.
I'm fine either way. We could start in like a few minutes, or if you want to wait Krithel, that's fine with me too.
I'd take at least 5 to 10. We can maybe start a little early if the restream's ready for it. But
yeah, that's fine.